happy weekend. I hope all is well wherever you are. I'm doing good. I had a good weekend, a relaxing weekend, mostly. I think this is just like a weekend update type video. It's just, quick. And let's see. Yesterday, we went to a family event. That was cool. I ended up leaving a little early because I just needed some quiet time. I needed some quiet time, so I ended up leaving my mom and my brother there, and I went. What is it called when you go shopping but you don't intend to buy anything? Window shopping. There you go. I just needed some peace and quiet, and it was the first of the month, so I wanted to go to TJ Maxx and Marshalls just to see like what new stuff they had brought in for the beginning of the month. Just look around. And now that I know like how to stop in each section and really look and stuff, I can kill time there looking and smelling different fragrances. And I spent a lot of time in the little stationery section, the kitchen section. I don't really look at the clothes. Yeah, so it's mainly skincare, hair care, beauty stuff, kitchen stuff, stationery. My main like sections that I go when I go into those stores. So I chilled out in there looking around. I went and got me a pint of ice cream from our local ice cream shop. It's so good. And by the time I made it back home, I had checked in with them to see if they wanted me to come back and come and get them since we all rode together. So that was like my Saturday. And then today, oh, well, the other thing about Saturday though is that when I did initially leave early from the event, I went through my old neighborhood, and I gotta say, like that ride through made me so sad. It made me so sad because what was a predominantly black neighborhood is no longer. And it also made me sad to see like all of the changes. I'm finna get sad now. To see all of the changes that happened to beautify the neighborhood that couldn't be done when it was mostly black people living there. And I just found that to be so jacked up, so messed up. It's got a Publix now. It's got bistros and all kinds of little restaurants tucked in everywhere, wine tasting places, um, just like all kinds of beautification happening in that area now that never was when I was coming up there uh, in all the decades that I've had family living there, that we never saw that kind of stuff happening. And like it's a completely different look now. And it doesn't seem like there are as many uh black folks over there. There's still some, I know there's still some people that have held on to their homes. Um, but yeah, it's completely different. It's completely different, and it's so crazy. It was so crazy to see that, and so yeah, that kind of like messed with me a little bit. But what can you do? That's just the world moving on. And then today was pretty chill. I felt like putting on me something extra cute, and I went out to my local nature preserve to take some pictures and walk around because I have not been to the trails in a long while. I miss going to the trails. I just haven't felt like, just going, getting there. So I said, like, this weekend, I was going to really put forth the effort to go out there. And like today, I just wanted to take some pictures. So that's what I did. And it was a good time. It was a nice day. The sun was out, like, coming in and out behind the clouds. And there were plenty of people there walking, hiking, biking, kayaking, fishing. So, that was cool. And it was enough people to where, like, and I'm so glad that I'm getting used to this, and that is to just be able to continue doing my thing. Because, like sometimes when you making content or taking pictures and all that stuff, it's kind of nerve wracking to do that amongst people walking by and all of the things. And I have, wanted to get to a place where, like, that does not deter me, like that doesn't bother me, and that I can still, make my little videos and take my pictures and still like feel like I'm having a good time and not, wondering like, oh, how does this look with me over here doing this and feeling like you got eyes on you and everything. And I'm glad to be a step beyond worrying about that. And so today was like really, really cool because there was a part where I was on the overlook thing that looks out into the water, and there were at least like 20 people kayaking in that water just in front of me. And for a second, I was like, should I, set up my camera? Because I really wanted to take pictures right there. There was a bench there. The sun was right where I needed it to be. And I was like, bump it, just do it. Like, just have fun. You came out here to have a good time. Okay, you can't always have the part to yourself. Just set your stuff up and take your pictures and do what you do. So I was like, okay. Inner self, I hear you. So I did, and it was cool. And like I was on the boardwalk, and I wanted to stop to do like a little video of me walking on the boardwalk, but there was a couple in front of me, a couple behind me, and so I was just like, man. But I stopped, I let them pass, and I looked to see if anybody was coming behind them. And lo and behold, like nobody else came that way while I set up and did my thing. The same thing when I got to the observation tower. I got to the observation tower. I had just set up my camera to take some pictures, and this older guy came. And now I thought he was just gonna go up the stairs and go up the observation tower to the top. But he stayed right down there where I was, sat on the bench just behind me. And I was like, take your pictures. I was just like, take your pictures, keep on doing your thing. So the pep talks really helped because it's so easy to just get out of your zone and, just allow the vibe to pass you by. And like, I felt really good. I wanted to enjoy the moment, and so I continue to enjoy the moment. And I went to the grocery store to get me a couple of things for lunch this week, and I cleaned up my space. I reorganized everything, and now I'm just gonna straighten up some of my refresh my altar. One thing, I gotta restock my morning tea. Oh, let me share the recipe for this one. Okay, so I have a lot of herbs now. Like, I've been slowly collecting herbs over the last year now, so I have a good collection now. But so I I drank tea twice a day. It was 3 times a day, but I went back to morning and evening. Well, actually, it still is 3 times a day. I'll show you how. I'll tell you how in a minute. Well, you know what? I drink a morning tea, and then throughout my work day, I drink an infusion tea, which is tea infused with juice. Most times, I make 2 different teas. I make a immune tea, and I make like a green tea infusion. So I will do green tea, and then I will do my immune tea. And with both of those teas, I will infuse them with pineapple juice, orange juice, and a dash of lemon or lime. And then I would drink that throughout the workday. Now, my morning tea every day that I drink right now, the blend is raspberry leaf for menstrual support, dandelion root for liver and menstrual support, nettle, which is mineral rich and energizing, lemongrass is uplifting, fresh clarity, peppermint awakens the body and mind, rosemary for mental clarity and circulation, hibiscus is antioxidant rich, adds bright flavor and energy. That's my morning tea. And then my evening tea is chamomile for relaxation and soothing the nerves, lavender calms, softens tension, lemon balm eases stress, supports restful sleep, holy basil balances mood, spiritual calm, mullein supports lungs and relaxation, rooibos naturally caffeine free and grounding, and rose petals heart soothing, gentle sweetness. That's for the evening time. And I find that my night tea really does help. But I will say that with my night tea, I also do take magnesium glycinate. And those two together give me a great night's sleep. I got the recipe for the immune tea, but I just don't have it in front of me right now. But yeah. And then I recently started making some of my own skincare. And I have been using it for a couple weeks. I've been able to replace my Fenty night cream so far because I ran out. So I had no choice but to make some if I didn't want to, repurchase it. So I had one recipe for a cream, which I did like, and then I have one recipe for a cream, which I did like, and then I made like an oil-based hydrating serum. There you go, that I really, really love. So right now for the nighttime, I use the serum and Fenty Fat Water. And then I have a chamomile spray. So those three I use at nighttime. Now in the daytime, because I'm like down to the last quarter of my Fenty Fat Water and my Fenty facial moisturizer, which I use in the daytime because it's got SPF in it. The only thing about the replacing the daytime moisturizer is the SPF portion of it. It's important, and there aren't any herbs that can actually replace or replicate SPF. So I don't know if I will exactly be able to, phase it out unless I find another option or continue to buy the Fenty moisturizing day cream that already has SPF in it. So I still got quite a bit of that left, so I'm not too pressed to see how what I would do next when I finally do run out of it. I've been looking like, and that's another thing when I was going in between like TJ Maxx and Marshalls, was looking at the facial stuff, but I'm not seeing a lot of their skincare with SPF unless I'm missing it. Like I've been looking, but if anything, because my face is used to Fenty products, that will probably be like one thing that I do stick to if I want to continue to have access to the SPF in my skincare. And then fat water, I like it, but I feel like the serums and the sprays, they they do their job. Like, and my skin is still looking pristine to me, okay? And yeah, but it's coming along. It's coming along. I was actually supposed to grease my scalp this weekend. I didn't get around to it, but my scalp feels fine. I'm not itchy. I'm not none of that, none of that, none of that. I still have like a spray that I can use, but we doing good. Me and Brina, we is doing good. I'm so glad I got my twist in. I'm so glad. Whew. Yeah. And I've been cooking too. I used to tell I used to say all the time, like, I don't like being in the kitchen. I don't like nothing about the kitchen. I've been making some stuff. I sure have. Yesterday, was it yesterday? Yeah, I think it was yesterday. Yesterday, I made me these hash browns, but I used the waffle maker, so they look like waffle shaped hash browns. But honey, I diced some carrots in there. I put some like little seasonings and stuff, and then I put some bacon bits in there, and I put them on the waffle maker. Only thing I didn't like is like they still didn't come up in one piece. That's the one thing about like looking at these recipe videos on social media. 9 times out of 10, your food do not come out looking like that, even if you do follow the directions. But I sprayed the waffle maker decently too, and they still didn't come up in one piece. Like, I wanted mine to look cute too, but never mind that. It was so good. And I didn't even need no ketchup because, typically I like to dip my hash brown in ketchup, but I didn't even need to. I didn't even think about the ketchup, in all honesty. And so, yeah, that was really good. I also made some chocolate peanut butter chocolate chip cookies, and they was like so moist. Oh my goodness, they were so good. I had to take me a couple of cookies out, put them in a little glass jar, and I froze the rest because I would have sat there and ate all of them. Okay, so good. Okay, so good. Now I'm giving bread a break because I've been eating bread for the last couple months almost every morning. It will be a sourdough toast with peanut butter spread, sprinkled with flax seeds, chia seeds, and and one egg. And that'll be my breakfast with a cup of tea. Last week I started, and I'm going to continue, 2 eggs in a nice 12-ounce, maybe 16-ounce smoothie, and that's gonna be breakfast for for a while now because I'm tired of bread. I'm tired of bread. I had bought some ciabatta bread and made pizza, which was really good, really good. You bake the bread for a little bit, you take it out, you bake the bread with butter, you take it out, then you put the sauce on there, your pepperoni on there, and your cheese, and then you put it back in the oven. That was really good, really good. And then we bought some wontons, And we tried stuffing them with, we did ham, no, turkey and Swiss cheese for one. We did like a taco one. We put like the seasoned taco meat in there. So good. We didn't do a dessert one. Um, but yeah. Oh, and I did like a makeshift pizza roll with the pepperoni, cheese, and pizza sauce. I used to love pizza rolls back in the day, and that's what I wanted to try again with the wontons, and it was so good. And then I made a protein breakfast cookie. I made 12 of those, so I didn't make any more after I finished it. But I had like one of those for lunchtime, and I'm telling you, with a bowl of fruit, and I was good. Like I don't even need to take that much with me for my 8-hour shift. That's breakfast. I have 2 bowls of fruit that I take with me, a protein cookie, and like maybe a snack, like some crackers or something that I'll take with me, plus my infusion drink. And then I have access to the water fountain, but I typically don't need nothing else. So yeah, that has been my few experiences lately in life. I just really want to just chill the heck out and do things with my hand. Scroll on social media a lot less than I have been, and stay present. Like this world it could feel so depressing sometimes, and I want to do my best to keep myself from succumbing to the sadness that is this world today and everything that is happening in this world today, So that's what this month is for. Is for me to scroll less and do more with my hands. And I have a couple of projects. Like I have a couple of projects that can um that need my focus and attention and action. And that's what I'll be focusing on and making, content around. I did decide to do like a go back down memory lane with my content for this month. And then for the month of December, I am picking out 31 pieces of content that I loved this year, like from this year. So it's a recap of this year, my favorite moments captured through my content, and that's what December will be showing. And then and then the stuff I make now, I will start using in January. I was thinking about making content, and whether or not I was getting a little tired of it. I kind of felt like I was the last few weeks, which is why I haven't recorded anything. But yeah, I was talking to my cousin yesterday. She was telling me how much she likes my content, and uh, it's nice when I hear people say that. And I love, that people get something out of the stuff that I put out. Even people I don't know that leave nice comments and stuff. It's nice. I wish I didn't shy away from compliments like I do. I don't know. It just makes me feel, and I don't even know what the feeling is. It's not shame, it's not embarrassment. I just, I don't know. But yeah. I just I don't know. I'm just still thinking about the world in general. Like, you know how sometimes you just wish you could see how it all plays out? Like, how is this craziness gonna come to an end? Like, and you don't know because you can't see the future and you still want to hope for the best outcome, but it's like you hope for the best outcome for everybody, and you it's just so crazy. Like, I cannot believe like this is the world that we live in, and it's just insane. It's just insane. And that's why I tell myself, I say, get off your phone, get off your phone and go and make something, write something, like go and do something, anything but continue scrolling. Because everybody is, so many people, I ain't gonna say everybody, so many people are facing such horrific conditions, hardships, like just everywhere, everywhere. It doesn't even feel right to like sell stuff. I was doing the little TikTok shop, even though it's mostly vitamins and stuff. It just doesn't feel right because people are struggling. People are struggling, so it's like it just didn't sit right. So I said, I'll just give that a break. And I know you lose your momentum, but I don't even have the energy to care. And then, versus taking a whole entire break from social media, I was like, well, at least continue to post the affirmations. It's something that I feel pours a little positivity back into the world, making those videos, with nature and stuff. It's giving something back, a little piece of positivity, and hopefully that's what it brings to the person that scrolls upon that content in that moment. And especially in this, amongst all of this craziness, even if it's just a moment of peace that it gives somebody to just read an affirmation and they are able to soak that in, even for those few seconds, because I love seeing that kind of stuff myself. I love, my favorite content to see are the people who are visiting, hold on, the people who are visiting all of these national parks all over the country and how gorgeous they are. And that is my intention as well, to visit them one day. And I love seeing like the mountains and the tall trees and the rushing rivers and lakes, and oh my goodness, even just the people just hiking through these places is so beautiful. It looks peaceful. I love seeing homestead content. I love watching people go and tend to the chickens, and walking amongst their gorgeous behind gardens. I love sunset content. I'm a sunset lover myself. I love sunset content. I like, the spa retreats, wellness retreats. I love seeing those. They just look so peaceful. They look so calming. And I love to see people grounding themselves in nature in general. From walking bare feet across the grass to sitting just before open water. I love, love, love. nature content. I do nature content, homestead content. Like I love that stuff. And funny stuff. Anything that makes me laugh is good content. Because you really do need to laugh. There's so much to cry about. There's so much to be mad about. We need to throw some laughter in there too. So yeah, I think that's it. I gotta sat here and talk for 30 minutes. So I do hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And I hope we all have a smooth, peaceful week ahead of us. And may we all be blessed. See you next time.